Hi everyone, this is our virtual parents meeting. I appreciate you guys logging in and watching this video as we go through the information for the season. There's a lot of information to go through. I'll try to go through it quickly. Here we go. First of all, I'd just like to introduce myself. My name's Alan Heron. I'm the owner of Achieve Gymnastics along with my wife. We also have three other full-time staff, myself, Lisa Sparrow, who's our program manager, Dee Dee Longo, who is in charge of the front desk sales and marketing, and Marlene, who is in charge of HR and all of our back office stuff. Those people are always willing and able to help you. If it's related to front desk payments or things like that, you want to talk to Dee Dee or the front desk. If it's related to programming or things happening in the gym, you want to talk to Lisa, the program manager. And any of us will be happy to try to help you the best we can. We also have another very important group at Achieve, which is the APES board, Achieve Parent Sounding Board. This is a group of parents that help organize our program and have done a lot to do fundraising. They set up all the fundraisers and help you raise money to help pay for your gymnastics. They are a great group to be involved with, and I hope that you check them out, communicate with them, and take advantage of all the opportunities they bring to the team. Finally, I'd like to just talk about the challenges that we've had over the last year. It has definitely been a challenge for Achieve Gymnastics, and we've been trying to do everything we can to reduce risk and provide an opportunity for the kids to be in the gym. This competitive season is going to be no different. We're going to make it happen. We have learned a lot from last year where we had our own season with just our team. During the normal high school season time, we offered a high school season where we incorporated other teams. And now this year, we're looking forward to offering a recreational season that will involve other teams and all of our team. I can tell you that the Cara League has not yet figured out what they were doing, and we felt that we couldn't wait for them. So we decided to go ahead, invite some other teams, and have a competitive season so that we would have something for our athletes to experience. And we are bringing that to you, and it is going to be a great experience. We're real excited about it. This week, when your daughter comes to practice, we would like them to pick up a packet of information. This packet would be very handy for you to have when viewing these videotapes for the parents' meeting. In that packet, you're going to have personal contact information. We want you to verify that the contact information on there, email addresses, cell phones for parents are correct, and that we have ways to get a hold of you and that the information that you have provided to us is correct. You can correct that yourself by going into the parent portal, or you can call the front desk and we'll be sure to update your information. Also, you're going to be getting a fundraiser balance sheet. Any fundraising that you've already done, it'll show you what your balance is in your fundraising account. You'll also get an order form for briefs and shorts if you want to do that. Also, our team t-shirts that I'll be showing you later. If family members or parents would like to get one of the team t-shirts, you're welcome to order those as well. The gymnasts themselves will automatically get a team t-shirt. There's also a copy of the agenda, the information that I'm going through here today, so that you don't feel that you have to write down dates and times that I'm going to mention. That will be listed in the agenda. And you'll also get a copy of the handbook. We want you to have this printed copy so that you have all the information at hand when you need it. Just to cover a little team business before going through the handbook, I wanted to remind you that we do already have summer camps set up. Summer camps are set up for optionals. Optional summer camp is starting June 14th. It's going to be 4 days, and that is in the Jackrabbit, so you can sign up for that right away. Compulsory camp starts June 21st. That's also already in Jackrabbit. And then we also have a tryout camp that is at the conclusion of our season. This camp is a great camp to help the kids get ready for tryouts for the next level. Especially if you're going to optionals, we found that girls that do this tryout camp really have much greater success in the tryout process from experience this camp where they work exactly on the things needed for the tryout. We also have a recreational and pre-team camps. So if you have other children that are at those levels or friends and family that you want to mention those summer camps to, we'd love to sign them up for those camps as well. We try to offer lots of fundraising opportunities for families, and you should remember that you never have to participate in fundraising. But this year, we have a lot of great ones that we're really excited about. A new fundraiser that we have that we're really excited about is we've partnered with Maruka Designs, that they make handbags. They develop and produce the materials and cut and make the bags. All the bags are lined, and we have a fundraiser coming out with them, and these will always be available in our pro shop. We really are excited about this one because we get the items wholesale. The amount of profit that the families can get in their fundraising account is really good. And we're gonna have this sale coming up right before Mother's Day, so a great opportunity to get some bags for the family. Another new fundraiser that we have that is going to be taking place this year, because our meets are going to all be in-house at Achieve and families can't attend as spectators, we don't have the concession stand, things like that. So our APES board has arranged to have food trucks at Achieve during the meets. So families, when you're dropping off your athlete, you'll be able to go to the food trucks and get food, or at the end of competition, get food to take home to eat that night. We really hope that you'll participate in the food truck fundraiser, because we do get some of the proceeds of those purchases, and invite friends and family to come and stop by Achieve and shop at the food trucks on the days we have meets. There will obviously be a lot more information coming out about that, but food trucks are a great fundraiser for us this season. Also, the Leo Exchange is going to be back. This is a great thing for our families, where you bring in all those Leos that your daughter has outgrown and sell them to other people. It's a great opportunity for you to be able to get Leos at a cheap rate because these kids outgrow them so fast. And so the Leo Exchange, you can start bringing in your used Leos and tagging them starting next week. And the sale will actually happen starting June 5th, and it will be available for the fundraiser through June 11th. We will be putting out more information about the Leo Exchange fundraiser, but it's a great opportunity for you to get good and quality Leos at a cheap price for practice, and also to sell some of those Leos that your daughter has outgrown. I really hope you'll go through and pull the Leos that you want to sell and bring them to the Leo Exchange. Team Pictures and Chipotle. Our Team Pictures and our Chipotle fundraiser is back, and that will be happening on June 15th. The evening of June 15th, we will take team pictures, and either before your pictures or following your pictures, we hope that you go to Chipotle and eat, and the team makes money for that fundraiser. All that money goes to the APES board, because it's hard to identify the individuals that would get a share of that fundraising. So that is one that goes straight to the APES board, but it really helps for our scholarships, for our staff, as well as participants in need. And I really hope that you will continue to make that Chipotle fundraiser a great thing for Achieve. As always, we have the fundraisers of King Supers, Kohl's cards, and our script cards. Script cards is a great way to have money that you are already spending help you and your family. You're already going out to eat. You're already shopping at Target. You're already shopping at various stores that you're spending money. Why not get these gift cards and take the proceeds from those, the money that you're already spending, to help your fundraising account? There is going to be a video of how to work on the script cards and sign up information for that coming out by the APES board. And so look for that video and information on how to be more active in script cards and put the money you're already spending to work for you. This is a great fundraising opportunity where you don't have to buy things that you don't want and need, but use the money you're already spending to help you afford some of your gymnastics expenses. Restrictions continue to lighten up with COVID, and we have done a great job. I want to commend our staff for all the cleaning and dedication they've had to reduce risk for kids while at Achieve. And also, I should commend the girls for doing such a great job of washing their hands and getting their temperatures taken and being active in the reduced risk policies that we've put in place. As those continue to fall, we're hoping that this year we will have a team banquet. We didn't get to do that last year, and we're hoping that we will be able to soon be able to have more group gatherings where we can enjoy each other's company and time together. I mentioned our team t-shirts. All the girls on the team will get this team t-shirt. It will be given to them as soon as the girls that press these for me and get them done and we can bring them to the gym. We'll be handing them out to the girls. They will get this team t-shirt. They will get that without you doing anything. If you are interested in a team t-shirt for another family member, for parents, or anybody else who wants to support Achieve Gymnastics, on the order form that comes in the packet for this meeting, you can find that order form and order those team t-shirts as well. Team leotards. So you know that in the past we've had a competition leotard and we've had this various process where the compulsory 3s have a tank and the compulsory 4s have our competitive leotard and the optionals have a tank, competitive leotard, and warm-ups. Well, this year, because we are in the process of having to change our competitive leotard, and since this year the season is sort of in transition with this whole COVID stuff, we decided to go with the same tank leotard for all of our athletes. So every girl on the team will be having this tank leotard. They have, it was already posted to your account and you should have already paid for it. It's $50. And these will be passed out prior to the first regular season meet. All the girls will have the same tank, no matter what level they are. And then next year, we will have a new competitive leotard, and we will go back to our system of tanks, competitive Leo, and other things. We also recommend that the girls wear briefs underneath their tank leotard and that they get shorts to wear when waiting to compete, to have things so their leotard doesn't get snagged while they're sitting down and waiting, or things like that. The shorts and brief order form is in the packet that you can get, but all the girls will have the same competitive wear this season. As far as getting communication and information, we really encourage you to follow us on our Facebook group and page. We have a public page as well as a private group. For the private group, you must ask to join the Achieve Gymnastics group page, and we ask you to look at that and ask to join. We send out a lot of information this way. We can also be found at achievegymnastics.com, as well as we send out emails to you and other information. You can also follow us by our social media accounts on Snapchat and Instagram. We tend to post a little bit more items on Instagram, and we hope that you will follow us on all these places as we continue to try to communicate with you on what's happening at Achieve. Compulsory routine videos. All the compulsories are in the process of learning their routines for this season. And the videos of these routines are available through our YouTube channel, and you can find that link through our website. If you go to achievegymnastics.com and then search under the Team tab, go to Team Resources, and then you should be able to find the link to the routines, the music, and all the stuff you need to help them learn these routines at home. We will continue to work on them in the gym, but it's always helpful for them to watch those and review those at home to get better at those routines. So I encourage you to do that. I think you guys would be shocked at the number of hair ties, tissues, and Band-Aids we go through at Achieve. Of course, our business continues to buy those to make those available for the girls, but we always at this time of year ask for parents to donate some of those items to the gym. If your last name starts with an A or goes through the letter I, we would ask that you donate hair ties to the gym. We ask that you get the thick, good quality hair ties instead of the really thin ones that nobody likes to use. We go through a lot of these hair ties, and we actually buy them by the thousands at Achieve to have available the rest of the year, but it's nice if you guys could donate some. So if your last name starts with A to I, donate a package of hair ties. If your last name starts with a J and goes through the letter Z, we ask you donate a box of tissues for the gym for us to make available and put out for the girls when they need that. We will continue to provide Band-Aids and the other items that they need. As far as the competitive season fees, there will not be a parent volunteer fund again this year because our meets are going to be held at Achieve. Parents will not be able to come in and get their hours. So we're hoping that as soon as we go back to a regular schedule and have spectators, we will have that parent volunteer fund continue in the future. But this year there is not one. Our league fee was $200 this year, and it is already due. It was due today, actually, March 15th. That covers all the preseason, regular season meets, as well as regionals and state. The last thing that you needed to pay for was the apparel, the $50 for the warm-up tank, and if you want to order shorts and briefs, those fees as well. This was our introduction to our parents' meeting. I will go through the handbook and cover more specifics related to our season. We are so excited that your daughter is at Achieve Gymnastics. We are so excited that your family is part of this gymnastics family and that you allow us to be part of your lives. I hope that during this time that has been crazy with kids out of school and all that, your daughter being able to come to Achieve Gymnastics has been a joy and a relief to their crazy lives right now. We continue to try to provide great opportunities for them and for your family, and we are excited that you're going to be part of this 2021 season. I'd now like to do a series of videos that take us through our handbook. The handbook has a lot of great information for you, and I really encourage you to look through it and read it. I'm going to cover the highlights for you now as quickly as I can because so much of it pertains to our competitive season. The first thing I need to say is that Achieve Gymnastics is a Colorado corporation, and we were established in 2013, and we are a corporation known as DBA Sports, Dream, Believe, Achieve Sports, and our trade name is Achieve Gymnastics. Our team philosophy and mission statement are the first things listed in the handbook. I hope that you read those and understand a little bit more about what our desire is and vision is for the girls at Achieve Gymnastics. Team tryouts and responsibilities. All of your girls had to try out for the level they are, and there's responsibilities that go with that. It's listed in the handbook. Please view that as you can. Our statement of warning. Every participant at Achieve Gymnastics signs a release statement or a statement of warning, realizing that gymnastics is a sport that involves movement, being off the ground, being upside down. They can fall, they can hurt themselves, they can sprain ligaments and muscles and tendons, they can break bones, they can hurt themselves. There is a chance of even death participating in the sports of gymnastics or any sport that involves movement or being upside down. We try to minimize those risks at Achieve by having great coaches, by going through proper progressions, by spotting, and having lots of mats and equipment to minimize the risk. But you need to be aware that there is risk involved with the sport of gymnastics. Also, as part of that waiver, there is a statement that allows us to take photographs and use those for advertising and media posts. Also, because of Spot TV, we are streaming a video stream of activity in the gym. That streaming is a secured streaming process, so it's not available to the public, only to people who have signed up for it. But you are acknowledging and realizing that we are streaming images of what's happening in the gym through Spot TV. Methods of communication with us at Achieve. We have our website that we communicate with you through, our newsletter that comes out monthly, bulletin boards and media signage obviously isn't being used right now as families aren't allowed in the gym for observation. We also email a lot of information and use our Facebook page. As I mentioned before, we have a public and private Facebook group that we send out a lot of information and communicate through. We really encourage you to sign up and follow those Facebook groups. On page 4, there's contact information, which gives you the proper connecting points and phone numbers for the key people that you might want to communicate with at Achieve. I hope that you'll find that there. And then communicating with your daughter's coach. Lots of times parents want to talk with their daughter's coach, and this can be difficult to do because a lot of our coaches go from coaching one class to the next or from compulsories to optionals. If you need to talk to your daughter's coach and your daughter is a compulsory, I ask that you try to communicate with that coach prior to the start of practice. That's when that coach is going to be most available. If your daughter is an optional level gymnast, I encourage you to talk to that coach at the end of practice because that's when that coach is going to be most available. Also, if you ever have any questions, you're welcome to contact Lisa or myself and ask a question, and we will be happy to communicate with you and work out any problems or suggestions or comments that you have. Unless you've been out of touch recently, you know that there has been in the news concerns about athlete safety at gymnastics and other youth sports events and training. We take this very seriously at Achieve, and on page 5 of your handbook have a list of all the things that we do to try to ensure that your daughter is safe and cared for while she's at Achieve Gymnastics. Some of the highlights of that is our staff policies that no staff member is allowed to be alone with an athlete. Children are not left unsupervised. We do have a single stall bathroom in the gym, so young athletes do not have to leave the gym to use the restroom. We do background checks on all of our staff and continually renew that check on them. All of our staff go through concussion certification, safety certification. They do 8 to 10 staff trainings a year to stay up on their tasks and training methods. Our staff are prohibited to give gifts to athletes, and we also have written and trained procedures for fire, tornadoes, and other emergency processes. Our gymnasts are required to wear proper attire at the gym. We ask them not to have their cell phones out, and we do not use cell phones for taking pictures except for video training purposes. Also, resources that are available to you, not only this handbook, but the Big Sister program that I'm going to talk about later, as well as our surveillance cameras that let us know what's going on in our building. All of our areas have viewing. All of our coaches' office have either a window or glass doors so that they can be viewed into. Our observation area, our meeting rooms have that you can be viewed into. The only place that you can go and not be seen is to the bathrooms. And we take very seriously the safety of our athletes. If you are ever concerned or worried about anything related to the safety of your daughter at Achieve, please contact me or Lisa so that we can address that issue right away. This is a very serious issue. Unfortunately, there have been some bad situations that have happened, but we have to remember that 99% of the people who are working with young kids today want to see them have success, reach their potential, and grow as individuals. And that is certainly what our staff at Achieve want for your daughter. At Achieve, we have practice on almost every day of the week. We have team practices on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Wednesday is the only night devoted strictly to class programming. The time schedules and availability of those classes are in the handbook on page 6. And if you have ever any questions about your tuition or availability of classes, you can contact the front desk, Dee Dee or Lisa, on that. We do require all of our team participants to attend 2 nights of practices per week, and the pay scale and all the fees related to team are listed in the handbook. Methods of payment: you can pay directly through the portal. You can be on automatic payments. You can call the front desk and pay over the phone. And all those processes are listed out and discussed here. It is very important that tuition be paid on time. Tuition is posted to your account on the 15th of each month for the coming month. So tuition is paid prior to you attending class. On the 15th of March, April tuition will be posted to your account and needs to be paid between the 15th and the 1st of each month. That's how tuition works. Anytime that we hold a class, you are required to pay for that. If you miss that class, you can schedule a makeup to make that up. If we cancel class because of snow or something like that, for team, you have the option of either making up that class or getting a credit to your account so that that missed practice that we canceled is credited. We have several policies and procedures at Achieve Gymnastics that relate to practice and competition, and I want to go through a few of those with you now. Starting on page 7, switching nights and scheduling makeups. We assign people to the night of practice they attend so that we can try to keep a ratio of students to athletes, but as team athletes, we do allow you to make up practices. Currently, because of COVID, we are asking that those practices be registered for, that you're making up. If you've missed a practice, you call the front desk and get a scheduled makeup practice for that, but you have about a month to do those makeups. Drop-off pickup policy. We try to do a very good job of keeping track of the athletes and the girls at the gym. We either want them with us or with you. So especially for the young girls, if you are picking them up, we ask you that you escort them up to the building and make sure that they have a line of sight to you prior to them leaving us to be with you when you're being picked up. Parent observation. Unfortunately, right now the building is closed to the masses, and we don't have our parent observation area open. Fortunately, we have Spot TV, and I know a lot of you have been participating in Spot TV. If you are not, Spot TV is a service that allows you to stream and watch the video feed from our cameras in the gym. You can follow your daughter around practice and watch and see the things that she's doing in practice and keep up with her practice schedule. If you want to sign up for Spot TV, please call the front desk and they will help you do that. Spot TV has been a great service, and it's also how we watch meets through that streaming service. Our dress code, valuables, and drink. We ask that all the athletes be in proper attire when they're at practice. That means that they're in a leotard or a leotard and shorts. They are not allowed to work out in t-shirts or crop tops or sports bras alone. They must be in a leotard. We ask that they not bring valuables to the gym. We currently are taking all their possessions with them in a bag, so I think the opportunity for mischief or theft has been reduced by that. But when we normally use the cubbies, we don't want to risk or create a situation where we're tempting somebody to try to take an object that belongs to somebody else. So we ask that any valuables be left at home or put securely in your bag and in the cubbies. The only thing that is allowed in the gym as far as food and beverage is water. We do ask that the girls bring a water bottle right now, as our drinking fountain has been changed out for a hand washing station. They can fill their water bottle at the kitchenette when they come in, or bring that water from home, and they are not allowed to have any other drinks or food allowed in the gym when they're working out. Clinics, camps, and open gym. These are some great opportunities for you and your daughter to get some extra workout. We offer lots of clinics that are happening on the weekends right now that are available to all levels. When we offer workshops, like we recently had for the routine workshops, we really strongly encourage all of our participants to sign up for a workshop. That they're that important, that they come and get that training. It really will help your daughter be ready for the other things that are happening in practice. And then we also have open gyms that are available sometimes during the week, like this week during spring break, and on Friday and Saturday nights. Those are currently being registered for, so you need to call the front desk, register for open gym, and then you can attend and your daughter can work out and have fun with her friends doing the things that she loves in gymnastics. The other opportunity to you is private lessons. We do offer private lessons with a coach. Private lessons can also be shared so that the cost is split, or do, instead of an hour private lesson, do a 30-minute private lesson. These are some great ways to get some extra help and extra work on the things that your daughter needs. Finally, camps. As I mentioned before, we have summer camps that are coming up. I really encourage your daughter to sign up for camp. They're a lot of fun, and the girls really get a lot of improvement opportunities through our camps. The next thing I'd like to talk to you about is our policy and process of Respect, Support, Defend. Respect, Support, Defend is a program that we started with our team several years ago to give them our expectations of how we expect them to act at practice and to treat others in our program. The three principles, Respect, Support, Defend, sort of break out like this, and you can find it clearly listed for you in the handbook on page 10. We also go through this at practice with all the girls for the week following this parents meeting. Respect. Obviously, respect is to show regard and consideration for others. We really want the kids to learn to be kind and considerate of others, to be inclusive, to be aware of their surroundings and the needs of those around them, to be coachable. This is a huge one and something we really want. Be prepared and on time for practice, to learn how to communicate with staff and with their teammates, and respect yourself, your family, and your team. Those are the things that we talk to them about as far as respect. For support, To sustain or uphold, to maintain, assist in performance. Encourage others. Have positive attitude. Assume the best and give others the benefit of the doubt. I think this is a huge one. So many times people immediately get offended or upset when nobody really meant to upset them. If you can give others the benefit of the doubt and assume the best in them, we're probably going to get along a lot easier. Lift others up or give them space when needed. Be a leader. Be an example. Be approachable. Be thoughtful. We also talk about that support and encouragement of others is an action that has to be taken, where respect is kind of a mindset that you have to be in when you're talking and working with your teammates. Defend. Guard against offense. To support in the face of criticism. Being able to defend yourself and stand up for yourself is a very tough issue, especially for youngsters. And for our society to get along and be respectful of each other, this is a trait that we really feel that our young people need to learn. Stand up for yourself, stand up for others, and do it in a respectful way. Have perspective. Is the thing that just happened really going to affect you 10 years from now? So it might not be a big problem right now if it's not going to be a big problem later. Remind others of our expectations. Inform that you are hurt or that something that happened upset you. Communicate with others. Let them know that some action that they did was bothering you instead of letting it build up and then explode into a big problem or fight. Take it upon yourself to positively address and handle a situation. Clearly and adamantly state your objection. If something is happening that is truly offensive or you're being wronged or mistreated by a teammate, clearly state that to the teammate. Involve the coach and let them help handle that situation. And ultimately, if needed, involve your parents to handle that situation. We want to develop strong, confident young women. We want our young athletes to be a confident presence and stand confident in front of others. Demonstrate responsibility. Defend against negativity. This is a huge one, and one of the biggest problems in gymnastics is our negative thoughts and the way our athletes talk to themselves about the things they do wrong and stuff like that. We try to teach our athletes that when they're talking to themselves, they should talk exactly the way they would talk to their best friend, encouraging them to get a skill and stuff like that. We can't let a negative thoughts and our negative self-talk hurt our progress. And we want to have positive and encouraging talks to our teammates and coaches as well. This Respect, Support, Defend has really been a positive program that we've instilled at Achieve Gymnastics, and we hope that it's something that you can get behind and encourage as well. The Achieve Parent Sounding Board is such an important group in the success of our program. They coordinate all the fundraisers that we do. They incorporate and help organize competitions, the team banquet, and so many things that happen at Achieve. They are responsible for fundraising and for scholarships and other things that happen here. I really encourage you to get to know the executive members of the APES board and talk to them about ways that you can get involved. I know that we're not having a parent volunteer fund this year, but I know that they have a few events like the food trucks and the Leo exchange where they could use some help. So if you're interested in helping out and getting involved, they would love your help on that. They also are a great source of information, just asking questions from a parent's perspective instead of always talking to a coach or to the Achieve staff. We are always happy to talk to you, but so are the members of the APES board. I hope that you find out more about them and get involved with the APES board. Page 13 through 15 of the handbook talks about injury prevention. This is an important aspect of any sport, and especially gymnastics, as this sport is very tough on parts of our bodies: wrists, ankles, knees, backs, all that kind of stuff, shoulders, core. We have put in here a lot of exercises that will help the athletes be strong in these areas and prevent injury. We also do a lot of this stuff at gym, but with the girls only being at the gym twice a week, it's impossible for them to get enough strength and fitness activity just by doing gymnastics to prevent injury, especially as they get older, start doing more and more repetitions and harder skills. We really encourage that you do take time and teach your daughter to do prevent exercises, especially involving the wrists, the back, so that involves core exercises, and their ankles and knees. This will allow them to be more successful and be safer and enjoy the sport without as much pain as they progress through the sport. Injury prevention is everybody's job and responsibility, and we have to be thinking about that all the time to be successful in gymnastics. I want to talk briefly about two programs that we have at Achieve that I think are so awesome and so good for the girls that will be continuing this year. One of them is goal setting. We do goal setting for our optional gymnasts, where every year we have them come in and they do goal setting either individually or by group setting to set out their goals. And actually we set those benchmarks and track that year round for their progress. Learning how to properly goal set is a great skill, and talking to the optional gymnasts about how to do that and the key aspects of tracking their progress is really great to them reaching their potential. I'm so excited that we offer this program, and I encourage you that when you see the opportunity to sign up for goal setting, that your daughter sign up for that. The other program I want to talk about is our Big Sister program. This is one of the greatest things that we have going, and the girls absolutely love it. Every year during competition season, we assign an optional gymnast gets assigned with and paired up with a compulsory gymnast to be their big sister. So the compulsories all have a big sister that's an optional. Sometimes those big sisters are similar in age, as we have some young talented athletes, but it's somebody that they get to talk to about gymnastics. We try to have them on the same practice night, so when the optionals are coming in and the compulsories are finishing up, they get to chat and talk about gymnastics and stuff. The optionals encourage the girls during the time of the season and talk to them about various things of what to worry about and what to be thinking about and how to get through troubles and struggles that they have in practice. It's a great program, and I think the girls really love it. It's also a great tool in teaching these girls compassion for others, as well as leadership qualities as they learn how to bring somebody else along and teach them the things that they learned when they were a younger athlete. You will be getting a profile page that will be coming home asking you for some general information for your daughter, as well as we'll be asking you to send in a picture so that those girls can be paired up with their big sister. It is a great program. I know that everybody who's participated in it loves it, and I really encourage you to get excited about that and look forward to the Big Sister program this year. Let's talk about competition. This is what everybody's getting excited for as we are moving into our competitive season. In the handbook, page 16 through page 20 is information on our competitive season. I really encourage you to look at that and go through that, as there's a lot of information there that I'm not going to cover in this video. One of the things is how we work optional choreography and paying for the routines to be choreographed. I really encourage optional parents to look through that and make sure they understand that. If you have any questions, please contact Lisa, as she can explain that to you. Also, the breakdown on the fees are also there again, but let's talk about the nuts and bolts of our competition. Our competition this year will be held at Achieve. The girls will come in groups of assigned times. They will come in, they will wash their hands, get their temperature taken, and then they will go to the event. So we will have roughly 48 athletes in the gym at the same time, with roughly 12 girls on each event. The girls will go one cycle around doing all their events. They will have a quick warm-up period and then compete each event. Then the event will be cleaned and they'll move to the next event. They'll go around and then they'll be free to leave. The next group will be coming in. They will go through that as we go through, get through everybody who needs to compete. We do have athletes from other teams that will also be attending and competing. And then at the end of the day, we will tabulate the results and make those results available on Facebook for you to see, and ribbons and awards will be passed out the following week at practice. We found that this has worked pretty well by getting the girls through. So if your daughter is a compulsory 3 or compulsory 4 gymnast, you should anticipate the amount of time that they are at the gym for competition to be an hour to an hour and 20 minutes. If you're an optional gymnast, the time that it'll take them to get through competition, they'll be at the gym between an hour and 15 to an hour and a half, and maybe an hour and 40 minutes will be the time that it takes them to, from the time they arrive to getting checked in to going through their circuit to compete. I want to talk about divisions. We do look at all the girls that have been assigned or have signed up for competition from all the teams and divide them up into levels and divisions. We call it divisions instead of age groups because the way we do that is we take all the compulsory threes and we line them up in order of their birthday. And then we make them even sections of competitors so that there's even groups of competitors in that. We try to get about 70 athletes in each division. So at any given meet, there's good competition, but everybody has an opportunity to have success. We will see how that breaks out when we get the data from all the teams in and see what numbers and age groups we have. But because it's by divisions and it's sectioned that way, we could have a 9-year-old in Division A and a 9-year-old with a slightly later birthday in Division B because we're trying to make even groups. We really found that this makes a really fair, competitive field, and we're really excited about continuing that this season. We do have regional qualifying scores. The scores are listed in the handbook, and if your daughter reaches that score on an individual event or the all-around score, that will qualify them for the regional meet. They only need to get that score one time, and like I said, they can qualify on that score for each individual event, or if my combined score, my all-around score reaches that qualifying score, I would go to regionals and do all 4 events, whether I qualified by the individual event score or not. That's how regionals work. If you have any questions about that, please talk to me. For our optional level, we do have mandates for moving up levels because optional levels are determined by score and they're all scored by high school rules. The younger optionals tend to not have some of the event requirements or difficulty to get the higher score, so they're grouped together by their score, and then as they improve or get harder skills, their scores go up and they move up in level. Because it's based on score, they can be mandated and moved up during the season. An optional that moves up during the season is being moved up because she's already showing scores that are competitive with the group that she's moving up to, and it makes for a fair and competitive field. If you have questions on mandates or divisions, please talk to me or Lisa and we'll be happy to explain it to you. Also, for state, the way you qualify for the state meet is by placing at the regional meet. If you get in the top 6 at the regional meet, in any event or all around, you would automatically qualify for the state meet the following week. That's how you qualify for state. All this stuff is listed in the handbook, and I encourage you to go through that. And if you have any questions, you can ask about that. On page 20 is probably the most important thing that you're looking for, and that is our meet schedule. We have 2 preseason meets. One is April 10th, and the other one is May 1st. Those will, of course, be at Achieve. For meet 1, it will be our team, and the girls will either be put into the meet on May 8th or May 15th. Especially our girls that are coming out of high school competition, we are going to be reserving May 15th for them to go into that because that will give them time to finish high school season and be prepared for our Achieve season. So they will be on May 15th. So will many others, compulsories. And if one of those dates is better for you, we will give you the opportunity to select that based on availability. Then meet 2 is May 22nd. Meet 3 is for optionals. They will attend on Friday, June 11th, and all compulsory will attend on Saturday, June 12th. Meet 4, again, optionals will attend on Friday, June 25th, and all compulsories will attend on June 26th. Those that qualify for regionals, and I have to tell you, we have had a great experience where the majority of our team, really like 90+% of our team qualifies for regionals. We expect all of our girls to qualify for regionals, so please plan on your daughter doing regionals. Regional meet will be on Friday, July 9th for optional level gymnasts and on Saturday, July 10th for our compulsories. And then those that place in the top 6 in any individual event or all around would qualify for the state meet. Again, optionals on Friday, July 23rd and compulsories on July 24th. That will be our competitive season. We're really excited about it. We're excited about the other teams that are going to participate, and we're really excited that we are able to offer this opportunity when so many other people are struggling to provide this experience. We really hope that you are looking forward to our competitive season, and the girls are going to do a great job. We're sure of it. This is probably the shortest parents meeting ever. We really have a lot of information and are really relying on you to go through the handbook, read and understand the information, and if you have questions, ask us. I didn't want you to be watching an hour-and-a-half video, and so I've really tried to condense things but cover the most important information. The biggest thing is we want to thank you for being part of Achieve Gymnastics and giving us the opportunity to work with your daughter. We are excited about this season. We know that it's going to be a great season and that the girls are going to do a great job. They are going to get nervous, feeling like they're not ready to compete. Trust me, they're going to get through it. We do a great job of caring for them and walking them through the process and making it a positive experience for them. We are so excited that especially in this time where so much of their life has been turned upside down, that we are still allowed and capable of providing this competitive season. Thank you for being part of gymnastics, and thank you to our staff that do such a great job with your daughters and our program. We couldn't do it without them, and we know that they are the key asset that makes Achieve Gymnastics such a great place to be. We're looking forward to this competitive season. Please go through this information. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and ask us. We want you to be informed and knowledgeable. Follow us on Facebook. So much information there. Ask questions. Read through this information. Follow the information on the website and read the emails we send out. And we're going to have a great season.